if that's what your guys' worry is, if you're worried about going forward to German. It's really rough once you get it, you get it. To that end, it's also, if you put yourself out there more, like, say if you joined UAA and you just went to classes, well, you'll get a degree, but you won't be able to expand yourself. You kind of have to put yourself out there more. So if any guys can take an advice from what I'm rambling on about, is do extracurriculars. Join the German club. You know, you might possibly be interested in joining a Greek life. Think about it first. Think about, like, it costs a lot, believe me. I'm in Sigma. It's really expensive, but it has its benefits, and it's applicable to all points of life. That's not related to German. But, and by putting yourself out there and doing these things like Student Showcase and other programs that are not always extracurricular, can be academic as well, but you do outside of class, it can help open more paths to, say, if you want to get a master's degree or if you want to get a doctorate. Those things help, and so really getting a good relationship with your teachers as well. And I wouldn't have been able to have as many resources if I hadn't learned German, because this semester I took a course with Kurt Johnson, who's a professor of history, and his specialty is German history. If I didn't know German, I wouldn't have that thing that I can create a relationship with him, and he'll help me. He said that he'll help me apply for graduate schools and tell me, you know, this is what you need to do, because I had totally different expectations for what I would need to do to get to further education. So think about that. And that's it.
As you guys know, my name is Gerhard. But I'm a sophomore student here at UAA, and an international studies and languages dual major, with a focus on Europe and Germany. My background was similar to Lyle's in the sense that I grew up in a household with my mother being German and my dad being from North Dakota, and of all places, Fargo. But so they moved up here, and my mom somehow got roped into staying in Alaska, and it was actually really thankful for that, because I grew up in a household where it's kind of bilingual, but I grew up speaking German for the first 2 years of my life, and it stopped after my brother came into the world. And then until about mid-teens, I was okay in German, and then I actually started taking classes here at UAA, and I started from the ground up. I started from German 101, actually with and it just got me hooked. I put in a lot of effort. I started from 101, I went into 102. And then I actually went into 201, and then I went into 202, and then 301 and 302, and then 490, and then another 490, and then another 490, where I was into 310 class. But just going on and on and on. And throughout high school, as a matter of fact, and going into the university. I suppose what I'm trying to say is that learning a language, what drove me to do these kind of things and develop myself in learning a language was, yes, sure, it might have had a direct applicability to me because I had somebody in the household who spoke German. But then again, I wanted to know more of the language. I actually wanted to discover the nuances and learn the nuances, the grammatical structure, how it applies, and how, and for example, when I do go to Germany, when I speak to people, they don't speak perfect, you know, Hochdeutsch, was ihr in Klassenraum bestimmt genannt habt. So, what you guys learned in the classroom. Anyway, but a lot of the people I talked to spoke a dialect, and they spoke different things, and they had different kind of, just like around here, we have those little mini cultures that you run into, and everyone has the kind of words that they like to use, and things like that, and sort of stand out from the crowd. And, dude, that's cool. And when you hear that in German, it just blows my mind. So they might even say it in English now too, because that's cool. Right? But back to university. Sorry, I'm really off on this tangent, but I love learning the language, and I actually wanted to be able to apply that internationally, like all of these students here and all of you guys too in the future. I wanted to have some sort of way to connect with more people, so I do go to Germany a lot, or at least I try to. It's a big hole in my wallet, so to say, but and I do apply that, what I learned here at the university. I have a direct line to using that language, because I actually go over there. I've connected with Volunteers for Peace, which is an organization that engages in volunteer work, and they connect with German organizations and similar programs, and I have actually worked there. I was a technical leader for a group of students from all over the world, and I dealt with local Germans and organized trips to places like Erfurt. I was actually stationed in Thuringia, and they speak a dialect that is, it's like, especially not like High German, so, and I was able to learn it. It was, and get into it. It was actually very interesting to see the fruit of my efforts here at the university actually come to bear in Germany. Anyway, so that's the linguistic part of it. In international studies here, I study international studies as well. And basically to get in touch with the cultural aspects of the world as well as diplomacy. I also would like to work for the European Union at some point or the United Nations, but that is in the far future. We'll see about that. But also here, what I do at the university, I'm part of the German Club. I'm the treasurer, and it's a very prestigious position. And I also am a resident advisor here. Now you might be thinking, oh, the stories that my mother or my dad told about the resident advisors at university are too terrible to think about. But so I actually have to deal with those wild toga parties that Oliver had previously mentioned, and sort of a typical university life. So it does happen, people. It's a real thing, and I'm the one who has to be there sometimes when they get out of hand. But it's a great experience. I actually was kind of a loner when I came here to university, but my first semester, I actually started out with the staff and a bunch of ready-made friends because I joined the university. I started working for the university. So I'm just saying, I suppose what you can take from my spiel is that you're going to university. It's not like you're being put into a box and come out with a degree. It's there. It's what you do is you're actually involved. The people you talk to are real people. They're not just means to an end. They are ends within themselves. And that's everyone just coalesces and tries to work together. And you learn things. The people that you grow up with, that you go to school with, you at one point or another second part of the presentation today, which is the student activity. And this is where you guys will be putting on your German caps, and we'll be engaging in Jeopardy on German fairy tales. And since you guys are such wizards at German